Today's webinar, as Susie said, is for the new people coming in and just exploring Unpassive. So if you're new, you're in for a treat. We're going to share some things with you that will give you a way forward to actually start building wealth online. And that's why we're all here. We're here to find a way to build wealth and get out of those financial woes that all of us have been in at one time or another. And Unpassive is a unique company, very revolutionary. And what Ash and his team has done, and Ash is the CEO of Unpassive, has given us that opportunity to come in, participate with Unpassive, and get in a place where we actually start building wealth. You know, I've been with Unpassive for 2.5 years, and I've been able to see the journey of Unpassive as Ash came out with his vision and started to develop and build Unpassive, and people started coming in very early on in the process of developing Unpassive. Ash's vision just exploded. And today, the 2.5, 3 year journey that I've been on has taken me to a place where Unpassive, it's a done deal. It is done. Susie talked about Unpassive being over 200 countries today. They are. Not only that, but giving millions of people around the world the opportunity to come in, participate, and get to that place where they don't worry about wealth. So as we think about Unpassive, we have to start with Ash Mufareh. Ash Mufareh is the CEO. He is the visionary. He is the brain trust behind Unpassive. And although it's taken me 2 years to watch what's been going on and happening with Unpassive, you are in a really, really unique position because we are in the process today of launching Unpassive to the world, a worldwide global launch. That is happening right now. And although I had to wait 2.5 years, 3 years for that to happen, the individuals coming in now, your wait is going to be very, very short. And as we go into the global launch, you will make money immediately. That's how quickly this thing is happening. Now, as we think about Unpassive, Unpassive is primarily a customer-based business. And all the products of Unpassive are made in Hyderabad. And the products of Unpassive are artificial intelligence and informational technology products. And all of these products are built from the ground up. They're proprietary, they're cutting edge, and all of these products cost less than their competitors at a lower price point. And the product side of Unpassive is so important when you start to talk about the volume that Unpassive is going to be bringing in, the number of customers that Unpassive is going to be bringing in. And Unpassive is primarily a customer-based business, even though you and I have the privilege to come in, participate with Unpassive, and again, get all the benefits of Unpassive. It is primarily a customer-based business. Now, the products of Unpassive are wide-ranging, anywhere from an automated marketing platform that has all the tools we use to market online, to a educational platform, to an HR platform, human resources platform, to as simple as a webinar platform. Right now, we're on Zoom. That is a communication platform that people use to communicate back and forth. Unpassive will have that. Now, all the products of Unpassive are being served today through other companies online, and customers come in because they need these products. These products are in high demand, and they come in and are using a lot of the products that Unpassive will be launching to the world right now with other companies. Not only that, but they're coming in and they are paying a monthly fee to use these products. That's really, really important for you and I to keep that in the back of the mind, because as people come in, use these products, pay a monthly fee, as Unpassive does the global launch to the world and they switch over to Unpassive, they will be paying a monthly fee, which makes our income a residual income. And it's really, really difficult to build wealth online unless you have a residual income. So as we look at the products of Unpassive, they are superior to anything that's out there. They're at a lower price point and people will flock in to use them. Why? It's just a couple of simple reasons why people will come in and use the products of Unpassive. Number one, it just makes their life easier. Number two, it makes their business easier. And number three, it makes their bottom line better. If you can use a product that you've been using for years and years and years, get one that's superior at a lower price point, saving you 30, 40, 50, 60% on that one product, people will come in and they will absolutely love it. And above and beyond that, as they come in and use the products of Unpassive, they're never going to leave, because the products of Unpassive are 5 to 10 years ahead of the competitions that is out there. And when you look at the products of Unpassive, we have no competition. That's how good Ash and his tech team in Hyderabad are. And the tech team in Hyderabad, they're about 200 strong right now. They make all the products of Unpassive, and they are brilliant. The guys and gals that are over there, what they're doing, what they have done is just remarkable. And as we look at Unpassive and the global launch of Unpassive, and I will talk about that a little bit toward the end, we know that as we go into the global launch of Unpassive, Unpassive will be a billion-dollar company. I think their value as we go into the global launch of Unpassive will be right around $3 billion. Now, that's really, really important to understand that this is something that's never been done in the history of business, in the history of the world. Unpassive will be the first company as they go into the global launch that will launch as a unicorn company, a billion-dollar company. Why is that important to you? Again, when we start talking about the volume of Unpassive, the sheer number of customers and the wealth that's going to be generated by Unpassive, Ash Mufareh has told us the wealth that's going to be coming into Unpassive, he's going to share with you and I. And it's not going to be 5% or 10% or 12%. He's going to share the majority of the wealth with you and I. And what that means is he's going to be sharing 52, 55, 60, 65% of the wealth that's coming into Unpassive. Again, unicorn company, billion-dollar company. That wealth is going to be coming into Unpassive, and the majority of that wealth is going to be shared with those individuals that are participating with Unpassive. That's you and I. And Susie earlier talked about the founder position. That's what we are. We're founding members right now, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But as we look at the sheer wealth that Unpassive is going to be bringing in, sharing it with you and I, the founding members of Unpassive, that puts us in a really unique position, again, to take care of that bottom line. So let's talk about the wealth just very, very quickly. And then I'm going to talk about what Unpassive is going to do for you specifically so that you can build that wealth. That's where it gets really, really exciting for those founding members that are in Unpassive. As we talk about the volume of Unpassive, let's talk about this Zoom that we're looking at right now. This is a webinar platform, communication platform that people use to communicate. And Zoom is the largest webinar platform online today. They're one of the big dogs. And as we look at Zoom and the amount of revenue they've done in the last 12 months, they did about $2.6 billion in revenue. That's the amount of money they made. That's the amount of money they cleared. The amount of business they did was way, way more than that, but they cleared $2.6 billion. And as we look at the webinar platform of Unpassive, it's called OConnect. And OConnect, again, is absolutely superior to what we're looking at right now. As we look at the Zoom webinar, this is really outdated technology that we're using today. And we've been using it for a little while, and we know there are a lot of hiccups to the Zoom webinar platform. That will not be the case with OConnect, and it will be unlimited. You can have as many people on a webinar as you want for the same cost. So again, it'll be superior at a lower price point. As we look at Unpassive using this particular Zoom platform, they spend about $10,000 a month to use this platform. Why do they do that? OConnect, it is done, it is ready, but it is integrated with all the other products of Unpassive. So we can't pull that product out and use it right now. We have to wait for the global launch of Unpassive. That's why we use Zoom. But as we look at OConnect, the webinar platform of Unpassive, I've talked to some technicians that have come in and become founders of Unpassive. They know the industry, they know the technology, they know the language. And they tell me very, very nonchalantly that they believe as we go into the global launch of Unpassive, they will take 90 to 90% of the market away from Zoom and all the other webinar platforms that are out there. And there are about 24 other ones that are out there. And they say this like it's just a done deal. And they get very, very excited about one product in Unpassive taking 95% of the market away from those individuals that are servicing this market today. Very, very exciting things when you think about $2.6 billion, taking 90% of that away from the people that are servicing this niche and bringing it into Unpassive. Again, this is showing you the volume that's going to be coming into Unpassive, okay? That's one product. Unpassive has over 50 products, all proprietary, all built from the ground up, all cutting edge technology, all superior at a lower price point. And many of these niches are multi-billion dollar niches. Now, if we can do this with this platform, the Zoom platform, webinar platform, what are we going to do with the other platforms? It's going to be massive. And I will talk about volume a little bit more after I talk about what Unpassive is going to be doing for you. Really, that's the important part of everything we're talking about today. As we think about Unpassive and you come into Unpassive, we go into the global launch. Unpassive is going to go to work for each and every one of us. How are they going to do that? They're going to reach into their bucket of products, the IT products of Unpassive, and they're going to start building an automated marketing platform for each and every one of us, okay? When they do that, they're going to hook it up to AI. That makes it 100% automated. That's really, really important because as you come into any business, most people fail because they just don't have the skill sets to succeed online with those businesses. Unpassive, because they're hooking it up to AI, artificial intelligence, your business becomes 100% automated. That's a really, really big deal. It doesn't stop there. They're going to reach back into their box of tools. They're going to pull out traffic. Traffic is another product of Unpassive, and they're better than anybody I've ever seen at driving traffic. What is that? They're getting good qualified eyes in front of the products of Unpassive. As they come in, they're managing the sale. They're managing the people using the products. They're managing the whole process of people coming in and buying from Unpassive. That's a really, really big deal. Again, I don't want to have to manage 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 or 1 million customers in my business. Unpassive is going to do all of that for us. So they're going to drive traffic, get those good qualified eyes in front of us as they come in and buy. They're going to land underneath you, a certain percentage of them. That's how we get paid. As customers land underneath you, that's how you and I get paid in Unpassive. And it's a lot like a sales individual that does commission sales with a company, does a $100 sale, makes $10, makes 10%, makes $10 on that sale. That's how it's going to work with Unpassive. But again, because of the volume, we're not talking about 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 people landing underneath you as customers. It is going to be massive. And that's when we can actually start building wealth. So Unpassive is actually going to go to work for us, build the sales platform, hook it up to AI, drive traffic, manage the customers coming in. And again, as they land underneath us, that's how we're going to get paid. So this is very, very simple, but it's revolutionary. There has never been another company that will do this for those individuals coming in and participating with Unpassive. And if you ever find another company like that, and you won't, like Susie said, I've been doing this about 15 years. I have never seen this ever. A company that actually cares about the individuals they're bringing in and wants to see them successful. And by the way, Unpassive will guarantee you will be successful. They don't put a dollar amount on that, but they guarantee your success. And as you learn more about Unpassive, you're going to pick your own dollar amount. And whatever a dollar amount you pick, I can tell you based off of what I'm seeing and the experience I have, whatever number you pick, it's going to be too low because Unpassive is going to outperform whatever you're thinking. So that's what Unpassive is going to be doing for us in very simple terms. So how do we all come into Unpassive? Susie's talked about the founding membership. I've talked about it a little bit. Today, there is a position. It is the founding position. It is a $97 position. And what it does is it locks you into the company of Unpassive, locks you into the pay structure of Unpassive. That last part, really important, being locked into the pay structure of Unpassive. Now, the founding position has many benefits as people come in and become founding members. I think for me, one of the biggest benefits is the ability to share Unpassive and change people's lives. And anytime you share Unpassive and you bring another individual in and they land in your organization, it's like an additional cash register. And customers are the same way. They're additional cash registers. But as you bring in additional people, they become founding members. That cuts time frames and gets you in a position to get to that place where you reach your financial goals quicker. And the founding position will do that. The founding position will also, as we go into the global launch of Unpassive, Unpassive is going to look at that position and go, okay, they were founding members. We're going to drive traffic, more traffic through their business than we do other people. It's a really, really big deal. The more eyes you can get in front of your business, the quicker your business grows. And Unpassive is going to do that with the founding position. There are other benefits to the founding positions. There will be bonuses that we can receive as founding members that no one else will be able to. And there are things that Ash hasn't even shared with us yet. So the founding position has tremendous value. It's a powerful position to get you in a place where you're ready to run as Unpassive goes into the global launch and get to that place of financial independence. So what do the founders do when Unpassive goes into the global launch of Unpassive? As Unpassive goes into the global launch, all the founders will come in and there will be a subscription fee. Now, the founding membership, $97, that's a one-time fee. You'll pay it out of pocket once. You'll never have to go out of pocket again. One time, $97 one time. It's the same with the subscription fee. As we come in, we're going to have to pay a subscription fee. That subscription fee is going to be between $200 and $300. I always tell people $300, total of about $400. It is a one-time fee. You'll pay it once. You'll never have to go out of pocket again. That's about a total of $400. Once we do that, we'll go into our back office. We'll click a button. We'll become independent resellers of the IT product. Why did I tell you that? In order to be paid from Unpassive, we have to become independent resellers of the IT product. You have to go in your back office, click the button, become an independent reseller of the IT products of Unpassive, and now Unpassive can pay you. Okay, let's back up to the subscription fee. That subscription fee, it is a monthly fee, okay? So if it's $300, it's a $300 fee month after month after month. But I told you, it's a one-time fee for you. Why? Unpassive, as they go into the global launch, will start to build your business. And they guarantee you will only pay that fee once, and the preceding months will be paid from the profits we make from the commissions of those individuals, those customers landing in our organizations. Unpassive guarantees that. So as we look at the $300 and the $97, one-time payment, one time out of pocket. After that, you will never have to come out of pocket again. Now, as we come in, pay the subscription fee, we get all the IT products of Unpassive. That's really, really important because with those IT products, that's when Unpassive goes to work for us. They're going to build a sales platform. They're going to hook it up to AI. They're going to drive traffic through it. They're going to drive customers through it. They're going to manage all the customers coming in. And as customers come in and land in your organization, you will get paid. So that's how the whole process is going to work. It's very, very easy. This is not a difficult process to understand. And the management of this process is done by Unpassive. Probably the biggest thing you're going to have to do is manage the money coming into your back office and making sure you take it out on a regular basis. So this is the company of Unpassive. I really want to talk about the volume just a little bit more so you understand all the things that Unpassive is doing for us and then the sheer volume that's going to be coming into Unpassive. And I want to talk about 4 products of Unpassive. And those 4 products are OConnect, which is the webinar service. I want to talk about Academy, which is the educational platform. I want to talk about OStaff, which is the human resources platform that they'll have. And I want to talk about the traffic product that they'll have. If we look at those 4 niches and the total revenue that comes into all the companies that are servicing those niches today, it's about $483 billion. They are massive, massive niches. Now, if Unpassive comes in and only takes 10% of all of those niches the first year, they would bring in $48 billion. Now, we already know, and I believe, that they're going to take 90 to 95% of the webinar niche, the online webinar niche. So might they take more than 10% off of those 4 niches? They might. They might take 12, 15, 20% of that. And obviously, as they take more of that market share, the amount of revenue coming in increases exponentially. And as that revenue increases exponentially, what does it do for you and I? Yeah. Unpassive is going to share the majority of the wealth with you and I, those individuals participating with Unpassive. And they're doing all the work. This is truly revolutionary. It's unique. It's absolutely awesome. And we are so close to the global launch of Unpassive. Those individuals that are coming in now, the time frame between you coming in now, the global launch, and actually starting to make money is a lot less than 2.5 years. In fact, I believe it's only weeks away. So we are in a unique position, all of us, and the new people even more so, of coming in and taking advantage of everything that Unpassive is going to be doing very, very quickly.